Hello vinyl community, this is Randy. Back today with another video. Today's going to be a contest entry. This is a contest entry for Mr. JG Yokohama. That is Jeff at JG Yokohama. And he is having a contest called the Not For Everybody contest. Not For Everybody Push to 200 Subs contest. So I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description down below, and yeah, I'm sure you'll want to check out the video where he describes this contest and tells the rules and everything, and yeah, I'm sure you'll want to subscribe to it if you're not already subscribed. Jeff has a great channel. Yeah, it's just a lot of great records, so yeah, I always see something new there. So yeah, so he's having this contest for a push to 200 subs, I guess, and it's the Not For Everybody contest. So there's 4 prompts for this contest. So yeah, let's get started. The first one is to show records that are not for everyone. So I think, well, maybe kind of, well, I'm not sure exactly what he had in mind, but I think maybe what he had in mind was records that are just like, you know, noise records, or records that wouldn't get played on the radio, I guess, and yeah, it could be very, I guess, wide-ranging things. So I have a couple here. One that I think sort of fits into that category of, you know, might be, you know, kind of certainly wouldn't be mainstream. This would not get played on the radio. Is Bunny Brains. This is some VCLT that was sent to me by Sean. Sean Cecilia. Kim Gordon Single is the name of that channel, and yeah, this has some, well, actually this has some spoken word at the beginning of it, and just, it's all over the place, really. There's some singing, and then there's some, just like some audio clips of other stuff, and yeah, this definitely, I think, we're not, and then they do actually play instruments and stuff, but a lot of that is really kind of harsh sounding, and it does actually, by the time you get to the end of side 2, it becomes kind of jammy sounding, and it sounds like they do know how to play their instruments, so it's kind of okay. Here's what the inner sleeve of that one looks like. I had a couple other records like that would fit into this category, just being kind of abrasive sounding, but I sent both of those to Jeff, to JG Yokohama, so he's already got them. But you know, there's other categories of records that people would not for everybody, and I would say that this record here falls into that category. This is William S. Burroughs, famous beat writer from the late 50s and 60s, and well, he just died a few years ago, so I think he was active right up to the end of his life. And this is basically a spoken word with some instrumental backing. So yeah, I think a lot of people would wonder what I'm doing with something like that in my collection. This one actually happens to be on very cool looking red vinyl. Yes, William S. Burroughs. And then I guess another possible category would be one that maybe people would say it's not for everybody. You know, it's not for me, just because they object to the person himself. They might be an objectionable person. So yeah, Bill Cosby. Yeah, too bad. It used to be so great. This is just an incredibly funny album. The whole second side is 200 miles per hour. It's about him buying a sports car, and yeah, it really is funny, but I think a lot of people would feel like they wouldn't want to have that in their collection anymore. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I guess there might be a lot of celebrities or a lot of singers and artists who, you know, have done things in their private life that might make you wonder if you really want to have them in your collection or not. So, all right, so the next one is the most trashed album still in your collection. Well, I've usually taken pretty good care of my records that I have, and I don't really buy too many that are trashed in the first place, but the one that I did buy used, really worn out looking, is this High Tide and Green Grass, the Rolling Stones' big hits. Well, you can just see the cover's just really worn. Doesn't look good at all. Interestingly, the back cover is just kind of bizarre anyway, and it almost looks natural on the back cover. One reason I keep this, and this is a record I bought used. One reason I keep it though is because of the fantastic gatefold sleeve. These are just some of the best pictures of the band. Some really good one of Charlie and Keith there. The whole band. Well, not the whole band. We'll say Brian and Mick there, I guess. Yeah, so that was pretty worn out looking. Yeah, yeah. And then another one that I have that is extremely worn looking is this Cannonball Adderley quintet in San Francisco featuring Nat Adderley. Actually, the cover itself looks pretty good. I don't even the back cover is not too bad, but I'll tell you the problem with this one is that it's two parts. So yeah, the front cover is not connected to the back cover at all. So this is definitely the most trashed one in my collection. But yeah, it's okay because, well, it was like the way I was showing it to you before. If you put it into the plastic, nobody ever knows the difference. So yeah, that's most trashed record. So then after that is a record with the craziest or the most creative artwork. I have well, a lot of records that could fall into that category, but one of the most creative is this Hawkwind album. Yeah, what is the name of this album? In Search of Space. So this one is cool. I don't know if you can tell, but it opens up right here, so this front part actually folds into the this part folds in right there. It doesn't fold in, it fits in. It's like a slot, and it comes open. And yeah, so there's what that looks like. Extremely cool looking album jacket. There's the naked lady who used to dance on stage when Hawkwind was playing. There's some good pictures of the band. Yeah, so I think that's some really creative artwork. Another one is the band of Montreal. Every album they do has fantastic artwork. They really put a lot of work, I think, into the whole production, the cover, the inner sleeves, the record itself, on this green vinyl. Sort of goes along with everything. I think it's the same color in here. It's a 2-record set. But the coolest part of this one is this this poster that came with it, and yeah, it's a really big. It's a big poster, so I'm going to stand up here and show you the whole thing, if I can. Yeah. Oh, it's this horse poster. Yeah. Really cool. I've thought about putting this on my wall. Have not actually done that yet, obviously, but it might be cool. And if you look at this horse, I mean, the detail of it, the whole thing is just incredibly detailed and yeah, psychedelic looking. So, yeah, fantastic artwork on that one. And so, yeah, there's a couple of great artwork. And then the last one is our best find while digging. Well, I think Jeff sort of had in mind like maybe dollar bin digging or you know, and you know, flea markets and stuff like that. But I really just I don't spend too much. I don't spend any time at those places. But I did find just recently at Funelux in their new arrivals section, I came across one that I was really excited to find. I couldn't believe it was in there. New arrivals used. So these were used records that had been brought in and then they hadn't been filed you know, out among the rest of all the records that were still there in the new arrivals bin. So, yeah, this is Jamie Branch, Fly or Die. So this is a International Anthems record. The label's called International Anthem, and Jamie Branch is a trumpet player. She is from Chicago, and yeah, I've got her second album, which is Fly or Die 2. So I've been looking for this one. I've never even seen it in a store at all, so I was really excited to find this one there in the used bin. So, yeah, it came with this insert. Picture of the band. And, yeah, just the inner sleeve itself is pretty cool. It's just the generic International Anthem inner sleeve. So, yeah, as far as digging goes, I mean, I think this really is the best record I've ever found that was not, you know, like in a used bin. So, yeah, really glad to get this one. It sounds great, too. Fantastic record. So, yeah, so that's it. Jeff, those are my records that are not for everybody. And, yeah, thanks a lot for having it's a great idea for a contest. So, yeah, I'm going to leave a link to his video announcing the contest and telling the rules. And, yeah, I think the deadline is Halloween, actually, is the deadline. So still plenty of time for anybody to enter. And, yeah, I think that's it. So, yeah, let me know what you think about these records. I'll be interested to know. And I hope everybody's doing well out there. Yeah, thanks very much for watching.